It's your boy Chris with a gigantic Slurpee, of course. Wanted to show you what I rented today. It's just off the hook, insane. I got tired of all the wind noise that I was getting with the GoPro, and putting a mask in front of it, like a cloth mask, is really not working too well. So I went to Lone and McQuaid down here in Calgary, McLeod Trail, and I wanted some really good shit, so I got one of their pro level fucking wireless kits. Now this stuff is expensive. This is it's like 700 bucks. I'm just renting it though. It's the Sennheiser wireless G4 mic kit with the lavalier mic, and it's pretty hefty. Like, it's got a fucking receiver here that clips on. The fucking batteries are here. You turn the power on. It's got different frequencies and shit. The nice thing is, it's got a line out. So when I do get a camera that does have a line in, because I won't be shooting with the GoPro all the time, I can use this with the lavalier mic, and here's what it looks like. Just turn this off. So the mic looks like this. It's just a tiny little nub, and it just clips onto your shirt. You can put it behind your shirt and stuff, and it just plugs into the top of the mic like this. So I was reading reviews on this particular microphone kit, and apparently one of the reviewers had trouble screwing in the lavalier into the receiver. I don't think I'll have a problem with that. It seems pretty simple. I mean, the clip is pretty tight, like it's sturdy metal. The antenna looks indestructible, thank God. It's got a mute, and you can set, I think you can set the peaking on this, which is kind of nice, and the frequencies. And then this is the sender for the receiver. Yeah, so this is the other end of it. So it's a little bulky, you know, but I think if I can get good audio out of this, it may be a good investment to try. Now, I don't think I'm going to spend 700 bucks on this kind of kit. You know, it comes with a fucking 5-pin DIN for cameras that actually have that. This is made for actually camcorders or professional cameras. Although studio cameras, I think, use SDI cabling. What do I know? But anyway. And then we've got the 3.5-inch converter, which I need. But we'll see how it goes. You know, they got a mounting plate here, which is kind of handy. Could fit it onto something. But this has a clip. I could actually mount this to the side of my gimbal. Maybe, maybe not. I don't know. It doesn't matter. I'm going to try out the audio and see if this makes a difference. I probably won't be able to get to it till next week, because I have to get, I don't have to get, but I want to get a better camera. The GoPro has too wide of a shot angle, and I want to get something a little closer, like a 45mm f1.8 lens. I was watching Marky Picks on YouTube, and he suggested that particular lens, if you want to do close-up vlogging and stuff like that, it has a good, it keeps the front in focus, and the background is generally just, it's got a soft, out of focus look, so it's kind of nice. I mean, it's not crazy like the real expensive lenses where you can have like a total bokeh in the background. I just want something that looks fairly good, you know. So I'm thinking maybe a GH5 camera, get an extra lens. It'll fit on this Ronin. It'll also allow me to control the camera using the cabling, the controls on the Ronin. And if I had a long lens, I could actually attach the focusing wheel to this thing. It even has a focusing wheel on the Ronin, so it can actually communicate to the camera, and I can do focus control. I can do record, all that neat stuff. That'd be kind of nice. The only bad thing is, of course, it weighs a little bit more. So I've just gotten used to carrying this thing around with the GoPro. Really hoping this other camera's not that heavy, but we'll see. I'm still on the fence about it. Probably won't make a final pull until probably mid-month or something like that, and see what's out there. But that's what I'm gonna do in the meantime. But you know, I used my GoPro this morning on a Teams call at work. Works great, but I couldn't get it to work with OBS. I couldn't get. I got my green screen to work, but I can't get it to work with Teams for some reason. I wanted to do like a cool background effect where I'm just stuck in space and just my body's right here. So it works really well. The chroma key in OBS really picks out the green and just puts me there, but I still have a bunch of kinks to work out on this, so still going to be shooting on the GoPro for quite a while. I have the Vixia still, you know, it's a good little camera. I just use this for home movies. It's so cute. It just starts up. Fucking thing. Instant on. Like there's no lag. It just goes. The battery lasts forever. It's got a 64 gig card in there. It does 1080p. You know, you don't really need much of anything for fancy. It does stereo audio. Check out my review if you're curious. I mean, they're so inexpensive to buy, and it's a good backup camera, just in case, you know. I haven't really used the Ricoh at all. It's really just for ninja street photography, so if you're down on the street and just doing burst shots or whatever, it's quite excellent to do that. But, you know, I tried to mount this on the fucking Ronin, but it just would not take. It just, because the center of mass is just perfectly balanced on here, there's no forward weight on it. Like, at least with the GoPro, I had something to work with, but it just, I could not get this fucking camera to sit right on this gimbal. It just wouldn't do it. So I gave up for now. I still got to get another SD card for this thing because I stole it for the Vixia camera, but you know, they're fairly cheap, like 40 bucks. I bought my mom a PowerShot camera, Canon, and I loaded it with a 64 gig card, so she'll be able to take a ton of photos on that thing. I think it's like 20 megapixels. Insane. And I compared the video from that camera to the Vixia, and it was like no comparison. The Canon is way better. Not that Vixia, but that PowerShot is way better. But above that is the GoPro. And then once you go beyond that, it's just the prosumer cameras and shit like that. And we'll see what we can do with that, but it'll be fun. I'm going to do some more walking around downtown the next day or so, explore more areas of Calgary I haven't been to. I really want to check out some of the areas that have a lot of graffiti artists on it, so I'm going to do some investigating and maybe check that out. Who knows, I might get into exploring abandoned buildings and stuff like that, so this could be really helpful. Anyway, that's my update for the day.